Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? I'm your subject teacher Miss Nadia. I'm going to teach you social studies in class 8, but I'm going to teach you a book of a class 9, syntax book Port Jamshoro in class 8. Today we will start up a new chapter, chapter number 8, the culture of Pakistan. In this chapter we will discuss about the culture, its past history, how it has been created. Culture. The literal meaning of culture is to cultivate something. It means you're just making and brought up something. It is also a way of living. Culture also to reflect the way you are living from the many years. The culture of a nation is a combination of number of factors. If we discuss about our country, Pakistan, or any other country in the world, the culture is a combination of many things. It includes the way of living, the language, literature, religion, custom and traditions, ideology of life, food habit, architect, and fine arts. These are all the part of your culture. Characteristic of a culture. How we will explain the characteristic of a culture? The culture reflects the past history and ideology of that nation or country. Each culture in the world has its past history. It's a combination of many things. And that culture also reflects the ideology of that nation or a country. Culture is a force of attraction which affects other. If your culture is strong, definitely it's gonna affect other people. It will leave an influence on the other people. Culture is the influence of a contact with other culture. There was a time when the Muslim was ruling in the world. So their culture was really strong and it was making an influence on the other culture. Other people were attracted toward the Muslim culture. The individual identity of a culture make it popular among others. Definitely if your culture is strong, one person, if it's a well-known personality in the world, he or she also make influence on the other people by representing his way of living, his food, his culture, his dress, his language. He can make an impact on any other people in the world. The culture with a strong and a permanent values absorb the weak culture. Definitely a strong culture, if you believe in your values, your languages, your way of living, your architect, you are being proud of that. Definitely that strong culture absorb the weak cultures. The first topic we will discuss about the languages of Pakistan. Language. Language is the most important part of the culture because it is an effective way of the expression of ideas, feeling. Language is the identity of a nation. Definitely language is an important part of any culture. Language means to express your idea and feelings. The people who cannot speak, they speak by their hands. The people who can speak, they are expressing their feelings and ideas to the other people through their language. Language is the identity of any country, definitely. More than one language is spoken in the many countries of the world. Definitely in each country there's not only one language, there are more than one languages the people are speaking. One of the language which is used as a link known as the national language. The most common language which is understood in each country by every individual of that country, definitely that language known as a national language of that country. More than 30 languages are spoken in Pakistan. If we discuss about the in Pakistan more than 30 languages are spoken. The major provisional languages of our country are Sindhi, Punjabi, Balochi and Pashto. At the time of creation of Pakistan, Urdu declared as the national language of Pakistan. Why Urdu declared as the national language of Pakistan? Because it was a common language which was understood by the Muslim of the subcontinent or India. So that's why Urdu was declared as a national language of Pakistan. In 1973, the Constitution of Pakistan also declared Urdu as an official language. Urdu not only is your national language, it is also your official language. It's mean Urdu must be used in all the documentation and the office work. You have to use Urdu as a official language. The first language we will discuss in detail, it's about Urdu. Urdu is a part of our culture heritage. About 300 years ago, the Aryans settled in the South Asia. If we are discussing about the Urdu, definitely we are linking ourselves with the different races which has been settled in the subcontinent. And we can say that the many words that Urdu has been absorbed is also from the Hindi or the Sanskrit. So if we are discussing about the heritage or the past history of Urdu, definitely we will gonna link ourselves with the Aryans. Aryan was the first race which has been settled in South Asia. The Aryan people spoke Sanskrit language. The local influence Sanskrit changed into the Prakrit. When the people settled down in the northern areas of the South Asia, the Aryan people they speak Sanskrit language. When they indulge with the local people, the Sanskrit start changing into a new language that is known as Prakrit, the language of a common people. About 1500 years, the common people spoke Sanskrit. At least for the 1500 years, the official language was Sanskrit, but the common people was using a new language which is known as Prakrit. Once again, Raja Vikramaditya declared Sanskrit as an official language. After 1500 years, a new Maharaja came whose name was Raja Vikramaditya. He declared Sanskrit as an official language. The common people continued speaking Prakrit, but the common people still was speaking the Prakrit language. With the passage of time, Prakrit language took four distinctive forms. But the passage of time, the Prakrit also changed its form. The Brij Bhasha, which was spoken around the Ganga and Jamna river. Brij Bhasha was a common language. You can say the most spoken language in the Prakrit language, which was generated by the Prakrit language, and it was mostly spoken by the people who were living Ganga and Jamuna river. Different Muslim dynasties ruled the South Asia. After the Aryans, they were Muslim, came to the subcontinent. The first was the Pathan, and the Mughal established their rule here. They spoke Persian language. The Mughals spoke Persian language, which had several words borrowed by the Arabic and Turkish language. In the Persian language, there was many words of Arabic and Turkish languages. During the Mughal rule, many European nations came to the South Asia. In the Mughal rule, many European nations came in the South Asia. The words of a French and Portuguese were added to the Brij Bhasha. When the Mughal came to the subcontinent, their language was the Persian. At that time, Brij Bhasha was spoken in the subcontinent. After the Mughal, when they were settled in the subcontinent, the Europeans came and the Europeans spoke French and Portuguese. That French and Portuguese also became a part of Brij Bhasha. During the rule of Shah Jahan 1627 to 1658, the Brij Bhasha language undergoes. During the Shah Jahan era, the influence of a Brij Bhasha was become low. The new language emerged at that time with the combination of many languages like Persian, Arabic, Turkish, French, Portuguese. The new language emerged, and the new language which was understood and spoken by the Muslim and the Hindus. That language was spoken and understood by both the Hindu and the Muslim. Since the Mughal rule required their army, the new language became popular. The language which was created, it became much more stronger when the Mughal decided to recruit their army. The army came in the Turkish language called Ordu. In the army camp, when you recruit your army in the Turkish language, it is called Ordu, which is derived from the word Urdu, camp, from Mongolian language. That word came from the Mongols language. Under the Persian influence, the word Urdu became softer as a Urdu. That was the time when the Urdu was created. As you can see, Brij Bhasha was changed into a new language, and that new language known as Urdu. Its splendor in Turkish and charm in Persian in its base. During the last 200 years of the Mughal rule, 1658 to 1857, the religious scholar, intellectuals, and the poet adopted Urdu as a language of expression. They have used this language for their own language to express their ways, the culture, the tradition, the poet, and everything. The other one being the Persian language. Mughal was the ruler, their language was the Persian. Persian was there, but the influence of a new language, Urdu, was start over all around the subcontinent. Urdu played a vital role in promoting Pakistan movement. Urdu was a favorite language by all the Muslim leaders who struggled for the Pakistan. I hope you understood about this language. We will continue our chapter in the next time. Take care, Allah Hafiz.